Hey, welcome back. Ready to dive into the IHE profiles for content? Here they are. Let's dive right in and start working through these. You can see the active ones are nuclear medicine image, mammography image, evidence documents, simple image and numeric report, radiation exposure monitoring, and the trial profile ones are radiation exposure monitoring for nuclear medicine, CT MR perfusion imaging, MR diffusion imaging, chest X-ray CAD, and digital breast tomosynthesis. So our first profile is nuclear medicine image. Remember that profiles are created to help solve common problems. There isn't a profile for every modality because most of them are pretty simple to create, store, and retrieve. Nuclear medicine, however, is not. There are a lot of post-processing software systems for nucmed images, so this profile was created to help all the nucmed systems get on the same page. Here are the benefits for the nuclear medicine profile. Notice how many different types of clinical professionals are involved in the process, and realize that each one will have a different type of monitor with a different viewing software. Oh man, that makes me tired just thinking about it. Here's the diagram of the process, and notice once again that IHE prefers both the raw images and the presentation state images get sent to PACS. The IHE mammography image profile ensures the acquired digital mammo images contain all relevant information that is necessary for further image processing, application of CAD, storage, display, review, and printing. This profile is absolutely necessary for generating correct digital mammography image content to ensure optimal presentation of images at a mammography review station. Benefits that reduce errors and enhance patient care are a good thing. My favorite benefit is providing information to proper orientation and hanging of images. If you ask me what I spent the most time on over 13 years as a PACS admin, I would say building mammo hanging protocols is what I did more than anything else. So having the correct orientation information every time will save you a lot of work. Improved image quality and increased throughput are great benefits. In the increased throughput section, you can see another reason why having the image displays properly is important. This is kind of a weird diagram. It's like they forgot to put the arrows on it. So let me work through it with you. The modality work list helps the mammotech choose the right patient. The images get sent to PACS. They can also go to a film printer. Then they go to the review station, which can also print them if needed. Mammo is one of the places where most facilities still maintain some sort of printing capabilities. A lot of other places often get or want films of mammograms. The evidence documents profile allows data such as OB measurements, CAD results, procedure logs, etc. to be encoded, stored, and managed just like DICOM images. The modality can store them to PACS. A reporting station can query and retrieve them along with the images. These are like worksheets typically used in ultrasound. That's what an evidence document would be. Here are the benefits of the evidence document profile. Evidence documents can be stored, shared, and used in a lot of different ways. Depends on what type of modality it's coming from. Because evidence documents come from a lot of modalities, there's no one set diagram to show you. Instead, I thought this would be a good place to show you the actors and transactions diagram to reinforce that knowledge. Here you see the actors involved in evidence document transactions are evidence creator, image manager, image archive, acquisition modality, image display, and report creator. The transactions involved are RAD 10, which is storage commitment, RAD 43, evidence documents, RAD 44, query evidence documents, and RAD 45, retrieve evidence documents. Simple image and numeric report defines how diagnostic radiology reports, including images and numeric data, are created, exchanged, and used. Here are the benefits for the simple image and numeric report profile. DICOM SR stands for DICOM Structured Report. It allows you to embed the report as a DICOM image. Some places choose to do that, many do not. I think the IHE people need to hire a new editor. I believe that should say Report Submittal. That would come from the VR system and go to the RIS, which is the middle dot, which would then send it on to the PACS on the left and the HIS on the right. The REM profile requires imaging modalities to export radiation exposure details in a standard format. Radiation reporting systems can either query for those dose objects periodically from an archive or receive them directly from the modalities. The radiation reporting system is expected to perform relevant dose quality assurance analysis and produce related reports. The nature of such analysis and format of the reports is not considered a topic for standardization and is not covered in the profile. The profile also describes how radiation reporting systems can submit dose reports to centralized registries, such as might be run by professional societies or national accreditation groups. By profiling automated methods, the profile allows dose information to be collected and evaluated without imposing a significant administrative burden on staff otherwise occupied with caring for patients. Radiation exposure monitoring for the patient is a hot topic in healthcare now. New legislation was passed last year that takes effect in July 17 that states every CT report must include the patient radiation dose. The days when the patient could have all the radiation they wanted are probably coming to an end. Patient radiation exposure will be something that has to be measured and managed by the patient's primary care physician. This is the IHE radiation exposure monitoring profile. Interestingly, the gray line predicts a national registry of radiation dose monitoring, probably under the management of some federal agency. That hasn't happened yet, but it's coming. Here are the trial profiles for content. They're only in the trial phase, so obviously we don't have the systems involved or the benefits because all that hasn't been worked out yet. I'm sure digital breast tomosynthesis, how many times have I stumbled over that word today, will be up and running soon because it's an emerging modality. So we've completed 2 of the 4 categories. Next week we'll go through the other 2 categories, and I look forward to seeing you in class as always. Take care.